Good evening. Welcome to the regular meeting of the Armstrong School District Board of Directors for Monday, December 10th, 2018. Won't you please rise with me for a moment of reflection, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. And now the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mr. Burdell.
Here.
Ms. Bowser.
Here.
Mr. Chauncey.
Here.
Mr. Elkin.
Here.
Ms. Lote. Dr. Lobby. Mr. Mulroy.
Here.
Mr. Skate. Mr. Smith.
Here. Okay. Central Office Administrative Reports.
We have no additional reports.
Aaron or Lenape Votech?
No, nothing new to report. I missed the last meeting. I'd like to say.
Just from the VOTEC, just a reminder on those credits, if you have any comments, questions, you know, Ms. Bowser or I or Mr. Skate, just give us a yell.
Okay, thank you. At this time, does anyone have any public comments on agenda items? Okay, now we're going to do the approval. I'll need a motion and a second to approve the minutes for the open caucus session for November 1st, 2018, and the regular meeting of November 5th, 2018. Do I have a motion and a second? Mr. Mulroy, Mr. Elkin, any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Burdell.
Yes.
Ms. Bowser.
Yes.
Mr. Chauncey.
Yes.
Mr. Elkin.
Yes.
Mr. Mulroy.
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Number voting yes 6, number voting no 0, 3 absent, motion carries.
4 items under bills for approval: the Food Service Fund for November, the Capital Projects Fund for November, Athletic Fund, and the presentation of bills for payment. Do I have a motion and a second? Ms. Bowser, Mr. Burdell, any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Bowser.
Yes.
Mr. Chauncey.
Yes.
Mr. Elkin.
Yes.
Mr. Mulroy.
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Burdell.
Yes.
Number voting yes 6, number voting no 0, 3 absent, motion carries.
There are 15 items under personnel. I will look for a motion to combine and approve personnel 1 through 15, except those that are indicated for information only. Do I have a motion and a second for personnel 1 through 15? Mr. Elkin, Mr. Mulroy. Roll call.
Mr. Chauncey.
Yes.
Mr. Elkin.
Yes.
Mr. Mulroy.
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Burdell.
Yes.
Ms. Bowser.
Yes.
Number voting yes 6, number voting no 0, 3 absent, motion carries.
Education, 3 items. Education 1 is the addition of courses for 2019-20. Ed 2 is a dual enrollment agreement with Pennsylvania State University for the new Ken campus. And Ed 3 is the 2018-19 student transfer request. I'll look for a motion to combine and approve Ed 1 through Ed 3.
Motion.
Mr. Burdell? Ms. Bowser? Any discussion or any other information from administration? Roll call.
Mr. Elkin.
Yes.
Mr. Mulroy.
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Burdell.
Yes.
Ms. Bowser.
Yes.
Mr. Chauncey.
Yes.
Number voting yes 6, number voting no 0, 3 absent, motion carries.
We have 6 items under business. Business 1 is the Student Activity Fund Organization. Business 2 is the authorization to advertise for supplies and uniforms for 1920 school year. Business 3 is participation in a co-op purchasing program for the 2019 calendar year. Business 4 is a lease agreement with Ford City Youth Football for the Ford City High School Football Stadium. Business 5 is a proposal for track and field equipment at AHS. And Business 6 is a budget transfer report for November 2018. I think we can combine and approve these 6 items. I'll look for a motion for combine and approve Business 1 through 6. Mr. Burdell, Mr. Smith, any discussion or anything there that the administration would like to highlight with any of those items?
I believe that they were all highlighted last week. Unless there's additional questions.
Any questions? Roll call.
Mr. Mulroy?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Burdell?
Yes.
Ms. Bowser?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Mr. Elkin?
Yes.
Number voting yes, 6. Number voting no, 0. 3 absent. Motion carries.
Five items under maintenance. M1 is a Sunday usage for the AHS gymnasium, locker rooms, and junior high cafe dining area. M2 is a Sunday usage of Elderton High School gymnasium and batting cages. M3 is a proposal for reconditioning of the gymnasium floor at Lenape Elementary. M4 is a disposal of food service truck, and M5 is mold testing and remediation report. Again, I think we can combine and approve M1 through M5. I need a motion and a second to do that. Ms. Bowser, Mr. Elkin. Discussion, questions, or highlight from the administration? Talk about it on Thursday.
Yeah,
Some of these.
I'd like to say, concerning M1 and M2, I want to make it clear I don't have anything against either organization, but I just simply oppose the use of district facilities on a Sunday.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions or concerns? Roll call.
Mr. Smith?
No on M1 and M2, 3 on the remaining. Or yes.
Yes, on the remaining. Okay. Mr. Burdell?
Yes.
Ms. Bowser?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Mr. Elkin?
Yes to all but M2 I abstain from.
Mr. Mulroy?
Yes.
M1, number voting yes, 5, number voting no, 1, 3 absent, motion carries.
And-
M2,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
M2, number voting yes, 4, 1 abstention, 1 no, 3 absent.
And let the record reflect that Mr. Elkin abstained on M2 because he assisted in filing that application for usage on behalf of the team and
So,
coach.
no costs involved, that would pass.
Yeah, but he still chose to abstain.
M3, 4, and 5, number voting yes, 6, number voting no, 0, 3 absent, motion carries.
Thank you. 1, change order for the Armstrong Junior Senior High School Athletic Complex Project, C1. Need a motion and a second to approve. Mr. Elkin? Mr. Burdell? Anything from administration or questions or concerns from the board?
Just a reminder, that's the, it's approximately $16,000 for the electrician for additional time spent on the job site.
Anything else from board members? Roll call.
Mr. Burdell?
Yes.
Ms. Bowser?
Yes.
Mr. Chauncey?
Yes.
Mr. Elkin?
Yes.
Mr. Mulroy?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
No.
Number voting yes, 5, number voting no, 1, 3 absent, motion carries.
2 items under student transportation services. One is the approval of bus drivers for 18-19, and the other one is the pupil transportation contracts for 18-19. Do I have a motion and a second to combine and approve 1 and 2? Mr. Mulroy and Mr. Burdell. Discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Bowser?
Yes.
Mr. Chauncey?
Yes.
Mr. Elkin?
Yes.
Mr. Mulroy?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes on ST1. On number 2, I have to abstain due to an immediate family member being employed by one of the contractors.
Mr. Burdell?
Yes.
M1, number voting yes, 6, number voting no, 0, 3 absent, motion carries. I'm sorry, that was STS1. STS2, number voting yes, 5, 1 abstention, 3 absent, motion carries.
1 item under policy. Policy 1 is amend policy number 329. Need a motion and a second to approve. Ms. Bowser, Mr. Burdell. Any questions from the board? Roll call.
Mr. Chauncey?
Yes.
Mr. Elkin?
Yes.
Mr. Mulroy?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Burdell?
Yes.
Ms. Bowser?
Yes.
Number voting yes, 6, number voting no, 0, 3 absent, motion carries.
General 1 is the addition of junior high baseball, softball at Armstrong Junior Senior High School. Do I have a motion and a second to approve Gen 1? Mr. Elkin, Mr. Mulroy. Any questions? Anything from administration?
Yeah, Mr. Morrell was here last week and did a cost analysis, and it was in the information folder for review.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Well, the cost analysis calls for uniforms. Purchase $20 for shirt and pants, which you've got to collect for, you need hats, part of your uniform, stockings and socks, that's all part of your uniform. So you got to put hats included in the cost. Potential for transportation, it's potential. It's not, we don't know where we're going or how many we're sending. I just think it's not well thought out, and that's not a criticism. Plus, you have a problem the field availability up there. You've got one place to practice, one place to play. Plus, if games are postponed, varsity would definitely have the priority on it.
Yeah, I know we've leased Fort City Athletic Complex out. Is there a chance that they could play at the field up there, the baseball field?
Yeah.
I mean, I know we've leased it, but, yeah, or practice or whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You've got one field, you've got three
Yeah,
teams.
I mean, you got a
varsity,
field sitting up there that youth football's
Yeah,
probably
I
not
think,
gonna
I
be
think the
used.
intent was to play when there was a game scheduled there. In the event that there's gonna be cancellations, the varsity team and JV team would definitely take precedence, and then they'll have to work around that.
At the old complex.
No, our,
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about just if they needed a place to practice and
yeah, I
not.
think there's plenty of fields in the
Okay.
area that we could.
All right, well, if not, there's always a backup there.
Yeah, that field down in Katanning was used for Katanning for many years.
Yeah.
And the athletic director and principals, they've looked into this. When did they start looking into? I've been talking to Mr. Rummel for quite a while about this. I
Yeah.
know this is coming down. This is a huge, especially girls softball is huge sport. There's a lot of feeders, young legs, young girls that are feeding up through that they were hoping to take advantage of in terms of offering them the junior high and a JV. I mean, they've been looking into this. Have they?
Months. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is something both varsity coaches have wanted for years, but it just came to fruition within the last.
There's a lot of travel teams now that didn't exist a number of years ago, and they want to continue that feeding program. Any other questions or concerns from board
Just
members?
one more. If you're ordering 20 uniforms per, is that the number, that's the maximum number we're gonna have, right?
Well, it depends on interest. We may have less than that.
Well, right, but you could have more.
We'll have him come and give, I know that's his projected cost analysis. We'll come and give the board an update on actual costs whenever the schedule's finalized with transportation, number of participants are finalized. We'll have him come back and update the board.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Any other questions or concerns from board members? Roll call.
Mr. Elkin,
Yes.
Mr. Mulroy,
Yes.
Mr. Smith,
No.
Mr. Riddell,
Yes.
Ms. Bowser,
Yes.
Mr. Chauncey.
Yes.
Number voting yes, 5, number voting no, 1, 3 absent, motion carries.
Anything under other from the
No
administration?
additional items from what was in the information board last week.
Anything else from other board members at this time? Okay, I'll look for a motion and a second to adjourn.
So moved.
Mr. Brunel, Mr. Mulroy, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.